Hi there, it's Elaine here, and I thought it would be nice to give you a bit of a flip through of my new junk journal. I have just put it up on Instagram, sorry, not Facebook, Instagram, a little bit of a few pages in it, but I thought I'd give you a full flip through of my Britain's Coastline journal. So this is going to be, it's got 3 signatures in it, and I haven't got any beads on me tassel yet. I'll probably do that at some point, but it's going to be my summer stroke seaside coastal journal basically. I'm going to take the clip off because it's just there so that I can use it when if I want to hold pages down. Now, what happened with this book was this was the end papers, and obviously it is a map of our country, and as you can see, it's got all the page numbers of the various places around the coast. And the back page is the same, that's Scotland and Northern Ireland. They haven't included Northern Ireland, but they have included Scotland. So I wanted to preserve that page, but when you take the block out, it's very difficult to keep that page in the book. I did try and it didn't really work, and I didn't quite know how I could do it so that it did open. So what I've actually done, even though I did muck sticking this one on, I've stuck it to the first page of my signature. So I've deliberately made the signature first page this cream one so I could stick this on it. The only problem is when I did the spine, I added an extra piece of cardboard to the spine, and then obviously being grey it was ugly, so I put this piece of fabric in, because obviously these 2 pages join together and they're not going to be, so I kind of just wanted to fill the gap up, but I didn't do a very good job. It didn't stick very well and I got it a bit crooked, so it is what it is, you know, it's my journal, I'm not bothered. That bit there is not stuck down because I actually put them on with sticky double-sided tape, and then excuse me, my shorts are a bit tucked under me, uncomfortable, so the little bits at the corners are sticking up, and what I might do is just glue those down with my art glitter glue, but not today. And all I'm going to do is show you my book. Now, on this map, Dunstable is on the map. So this is London here, as most of you probably know, and Dunstable is there, which is where I live. Luton, Milton Keynes, and so Watford. So London centre is here, and I live on the A5. I do actually live on the A5 itself through Dunstable, and the A5 goes all the way up to Coventry and all the way there it is, Hinckley, around here, Telford, Shrewsbury, and then I think it goes over to the top of Wales by the look of it. Comes across here, and I think it ends up, because this is Wales, this bit. So I thought I'd also show you where I live on the map. So my favourite haunts, and they are in the book, is Brighton. Let's see if we can find Brighton. It should be down here somewhere. There it is. There's Brighton. Now our train line goes through London down to Brighton. I mean, our train line is Luton, and I think that particular line there is the train line. But it goes all the way to Brighton. We don't have to get off the train and change. We just have to make sure we get on the right train that takes us there. So Brighton was my day trip once a year. Last year we didn't go, obviously, because of COVID. And I don't think we'll probably go this year. The trouble is with Brighton is it's all the way downhill to the sea. It's all uphill back to the station. So yeah, that's a little bit of a problem for me with my arthritis and what have you. And I just thought I would mention, so if you go all the way up north, up here, Stoke-on-Trent, Runcorn, there's Liverpool. Where's Manchester? Warrington. There's Warrington's on the map as well. My dad came from Warrington, all the way up here, which is very close to Manchester. Oh, yeah, there's Manchester. That's Liverpool. So Warrington's sort of in between the two. So yeah, a little bit of trivia for you there. And my husband's dad came from Morecambe, which is on the coast, along here somewhere. I don't know whether it's been chopped off. It's been chopped off. But Blackpool, I think I mentioned that in a previous one, or one of my collages for Carrie, I think it was. I used Blackpool Tower. And because my dad come from Warrington, it's not that far to Blackpool. So we used to holiday in Blackpool quite a lot when I was young, because I used to visit my grandparents at the same time. So, yeah. But I just thought I'd show you that, because it was on here. There we are. So, let's have a little flip through now. Now we've got the Elaine history out the way. Sorry, I keep forgetting I've got a mic on and I was just scratching. I suppose you've got funny noises now. So, as you can tell, I love lighthouses. And I found this on one of the French dictionary pages that I got through... It was either Enika's or Postal Love. I can't remember. But I love that page. It's I just... Obviously, it was part of the page. I just chopped that bit off because it's all the lighthouses. I don't know whether this is the White Cliffs of Dover area. So that'd be down in Kent. I'm not sure. Am I still in frame? I think just about. So these pages obviously came out the book itself, and this was the contents page, and this is the... So these are in order that they came out the book. So I've got each signature has got sections of the book that I really like. The trouble is with the bits that you do like, sometimes you get bits that you're not that bothered about, or you've only got half a picture in this case. Don't know whether the other side has got the other side of that picture or not, or whether it was, you know, a totally different page. I can't remember now. We'll have a look when I get there. So this is scrapbook paper, and I just popped this on. It's only stuck down in the middle because I thought, well, I could add some more to that yet. So yes, there's lots of pages that I put some in that I like. I do like the boats actually. I think that's Plymouth. Yeah, that one's Plymouth. Drake Hawkins Raelian. So there's bits of history going on. And fishes, that's out of one of my wildlife books. Blue paper. I've actually got a number of coloured papers. This one's an A4, but the cream one that's at the front is an A3, which is double of an A4, which is a similar sort of size to the US copy paper. Ours is slightly taller and slightly less wide than the American copy paper. So What else was I going to say then? Oh yes, so this particular paper weight is something like 120 GSM, or it could be 100. I can't remember which one this. I think this was a 120. This one, this creamy one, I think that one's only 100 in the A3. They didn't do it in 120, but it's quite thick. It's a lot thicker than our copy paper. Our printer paper is usually around 80 GSM. So this is 100, and as I say, the blue, it's 120, so it's nearly but not quite card. So it's quite substantial. And obviously, because this is a seaside stroke coastal journal, I thought I needed to put some blue in. And there's some lots of lovely scenes from various pages. Where's this one? Shingle Strand. Don't know. Felixstowe area. Off the Kent. Well, Kent's this side. I think this is probably part of Sussex. Most likely. So this is my first spread. Other than sticking the other pictures in. This was my first one. I did this yesterday. And it's all vintage ephemera. And my seagull, my black-headed gull, or whatever you call him, was one of Wicked Treasures out of the tin box that I got from her. Fussy cut birds. I did the flower myself. I didn't cut the middle out because I couldn't be bothered in the end. But I did do the fussy cutting around it. And then all the tickets and stuff come from Crafted Coco of Coco's Cornucopia. All on Instagram. So I was quite pleased with that. The actual ledger paper itself is from Postal Love. So yeah, real mixture of you know, different suppliers of various ephemera. Our windmills, we do have windmills in the UK. They're not so many now. I think we actually have one towards Aylesbury way from Dunstable. You go out heading towards Aylesbury, and they were mills, you know. Some of the windmill part isn't always working, but the mill part still works. They just don't use the windmill part. They're probably powered by something else now. But this is, where's this? So I think this is down the south coast. Very likely, but I needed to put the windmill because I like windmills. You can just about see it. Show you the windmill. He's cute. So yes, this ledger paper's from Postal Love. It's just white paper. This is out of one of my wildlife books, wildflowers books. Got to have the poppy. Red. Poppy's got to be there. This is some of my painty papers. Probably, I don't know, it might be oxides. I think I've probably used either acrylic, plastic, you know, so the cellophane stuff that comes around cards, and I've probably just swished it on like that. There might even be pens, water soluble pens. I might have done that with, I don't know. It's pretty, and I put it in the middle. I've had to, oops, my knot's coming through a bit. Put some washi tape on some of these pages, obviously because they've come out of a book. They've got lots of little holes where they've been sewn into the book, so I do sometimes reinforce them with washi tape, otherwise they fall out of this book and I don't want them to do that. So the plan is for this book that I put these pages in to, one, because I like what's on them, in certain cases. Like again, I've put the windmill in for this one, and quite often, I mean, I've put the lighthouse one in there. I love that picture. I think it's fantastic. I don't know where it is. Mull of Kintyre. That'll be up in Scotland. And then this come out my wildflower book. This is the other page. And the blue page. Obviously with the other side of the signature now. And that doesn't mean to say I can't do something around it. But I want to keep the images that I've selected. I mean, I probably won't do anything at all on that page. No need. So I've got the lighthouses here and the light. And whoever that chap is. Yeah. Yes. So this is quite nice. South Hams. Don't know where that is. Some nice sort of scrapbook paper. I thought it was pretty. I've kind of selected them because of the blue for the sea. You know, I like the sea. I'm not a ocean goer, if you like. I don't particularly like boats as such. I like being by the sea. I love the smell. I love the, you know, what's the word? Not atmosphere. Well, I just think it's calming and, well, as long as it's not blowing a storm, of course. But it's calming and just therapeutic, really, being by the sea. I think that's why so many elderly people, I hope I'm not quite in the elderly yet, go and live by the sea, because it's such a calm life and a lovely surroundings. And yeah, I think I would like to be by the sea, or very, very close to it. Maybe not on the seafront, but, you know, like very close to it, easily accessible to the sea. So this is the second signature. As I say, I've started each. Oh, it's got a mark from my clip. I've started each signature with this cream paper, partly because it's big enough, and as you can see the fabric in the middle. That looks alright. It's the edges that are a pain. And I've used some kind of scrapbook cardstock on in each signature as well. Again, I've selected them for the blues and the neutral colours. But I might make a pocket or something like that on those or whatever. Put my strawberries in. I love strawberries. And some plums. I like plums as well. Some pink like the blue, and this is from one of my wild flower type books. Some more of my painted papers, ledger paper, and this comes out of the book, and I've got a whole section. This is the middle signature, and it's the middle of the book of my journal as well as the signature, and it's all various life around the coast. Shingle beaches, tide ebbs, which has got, you know, all of those bits on it. They're just beautiful illustrations. They really are gorgeous. And I thought, well, I'll make that a feature of the centre of the journal. Now, I don't think I'll be adding to them. They're literally there to be decorative, and it obviously all goes with the theme because they come out the book, and I just love it. All the birds. Oh look, that's the one that was on that other page. Oh, that says brown head though. Black-headed gull, but it's brown head. Jet black head, little gull, must be that one. So I think that's him. He's a little gull. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. See, he's got a black head. An orangey beak. Yes. So he's a little gull. That one. There's ducks. Obviously they're sort of in like estuaries and things like that quite often. Butterflies. Butterflies off the coast. Then there's fish and sea mammals, hard-bodied creatures like crustaceans and stuff, crabs, lobsters, and yeah, I might cover that one up. Not too sure about that one. So yeah, that's the other side of the signature. Not much on there, but I can do what I want with that. I do things to those little bits. This one I might stick down and decorate up and make that a pocket, tuck pot spot. It was already on it, and I just thought, oh, I'll make it a little bit different. Another scrapbook paper. They're good because they're nice backgrounds. You've already got a background that's very simple and easy to either collage onto or whatever you want to do, really. Mostly I probably will be collaging in it, but I will do some journaling type things in it, making pockets, adding lace maybe here and there, because I do like a little bit of lace. I've got some blue lace, so I might put that on it. Sussex by the sea. So I've got a whole section of Brighton, and this is the section of Brighton. Whoops. And that's Worthing. Been there. That's not far away from Brighton. Sorry, I'm a bit dry, I need a drink. We've got some nice weather happening at the moment. And we've got a bit of a heat wave coming the next couple of days, I think. Well, we have down south. I'm not quite sure about towards the north. But I know we're going to be, I think we're supposed to be something like 25, 27 tomorrow. Degrees, I don't know what that is, 80, whatever. Hove, yeah, that's next to Brighton. Hove is. This is Brighton Pier. Is it Brighton Pier? Fairly sure it looks like Brighton Pier. It's a little bit different to that now. At the end is a big amusement rides and stuff on the end of the pier. Billy used to love playing on the cups. Going on the cups on Brighton Pier. This is the Brighton Pavilion. And various vintage photos, postcards, train. So really like that page, and I don't need to do anything to it. It's really nice, isn't it? And obviously you get what's on the back. There's not a lot of choice really. That's out of a gardening book. More pink paper. This is the centre of the last signature, which is from one of my wildflowers books. Really pretty. So I've tried to, you know, this is pink, and I've kind of tried to make them cohesive. Well, I think this page will end up getting covered up because that's a composting bin. But I like the colour. I love the colour of the background, so I think that might end up getting covered up with something or other. Probably some nice vintage papers. Folkestone, Dover. Obviously, if you are in Europe, you'll know if you're going to come over on a boat, you come into Dover usually. White Cliffs of Dover. Or a little bit of them anyway. In the war, in the World War II, you know, that when the bombers used to come back to England, they used to go over the White Cliffs of Dover, and they knew they were home. So, because they're very, very obvious even from the sky, and they used to be fairly low when they were coming into the England. So, yeah, I'm giving you quite a lot of trivia at the moment, aren't I? If you don't know it, Kent. It's funny because this is St Albans Head, and Swanage area. Where am I? This is probably, yes, Kent, isn't it? Poole Harbour. St Albans Head. The next town going out of Dunstable towards London is actually called St Albans, and it's in Hertfordshire, and it's about, I don't know, 12 miles down the road, something like that, which is where my mum came from. And I was born in St Albans, so you're getting a real history now. Now, what beach is this? It's a shingle beach, so it's down on the south coast, because quite a lot of shingle around Brighton. Brighton is a shingle beach, basically pebbles, big pebbles. But they do vary. When you go, I mean, we went to Dorset a couple of years ago, which is the Jurassic coast, which is further round at the bottom, and that's got shingle beaches as well, but it's very, excuse me a minute, I've got my lead's got a bit hooked up, and that has a shingle beach, but we go down there because my husband loves to fossil hunt. He's a bit of an archaeology type person. He loves archaeology. He used to do archaeology as a hobby, not as a professional, when he was younger. Dug up a few bones here and there in the town, because Dunstable is because A5 is a Roman road through the country. Yeah, it's got some interesting things that have popped out the ground here and there. They found some bones and stuff. Oh dear. Scotland, I don't know Scotland very well, so there's not really anything I can show on there. But that is my book. So my collage that I did, see, it doesn't really stick very well, which is a bit annoying, but... So this I might still add to. I just popped it in there because it's the place for it to go, because it's in my Seaside Journal, and I'm sure there'll be other lighthouses and things I'll be adding along the way, because I like lighthouses, beach huts, seasidey ice cream, and you know, those seasidey type things that we all do when we go on holidays. And most of these pages will be, where's it gone? There it is. Most of these pages I will fill with all themed, seaside themed. So yeah, I thought I'd show you that one. Hope you enjoyed my little flip through, and I'm not going to do a chatty journal along today. I will do it so that I actually create something in here. I'll enjoy filling it up. It won't always be vintage. I thought I'd put some ledger papers in here, and I think those will definitely be vintage. These sort of pages I probably won't touch much really. These I can do what I like with, you know, that I can go modern or I can go vintage, whatever, because I don't like sticking to one style really, because I get too bored. I think that's got paint on there. Not quite sure where that's come from. I don't know whether it was on it already when I put it in. I'm not sure. And I love ledger papers, and I was thinking of making a whole ledger pages in here, and I thought no, I do want a mixture, so that's why I've got some plain. I don't have an awful lot of pages that I need to embellish, because I mean, I suppose I could, you know, embellish round here if I wanted to, but I don't know yet. I'll just see how I go. You know, I could put a flower on there or something, and that would be it. It's the text is your background, that's your focal point. There's not really a lot you need to do to it. It's got what I want on there, which is the windmill. This definitely not. These, I suppose it depends on whether I want to add anything to them or just leave them as they are, because I love butterflies and then making it look pretty. Obviously the plain pages I'll do something with. So yes, that's my new junk journal. I might even do my bead dangle. I've still got my 4th final bead dangle video to do. I could actually make it to go on this journal. I love blues. As you know, Carrie, I don't like green. And Enika, they both know I don't like green. But it's a seaside journal, so sea does have a bit of green in it, but it's mainly blue in it. Blue skies, blue sea, and yellow beaches. I love it. Right, so I hope you enjoyed seeing through my flip through of my new book, my new journal. And you'll see it very shortly when I do a journal along in it, which I hope will be very soon. Keep well, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.